Hey there, planet Earth. Let's do another NanoDigest. The week so far.
Hey, no, no, hey, no, no.
I just wanted to share with you a little song that I've been working on today. I just started it today, so it's pretty nascent. Go, you said you're free. It's time for you to leave. Let's both fly away separately. You can keep the cage. Turn another page. So, like that, you went. And I was upstaged. I never needed it, I never wanted it. No, that's not true. I hadn't thought of it, I only wanted to be with someone. If I had needed it, if I had hated it, was that my clue? All I could think of is I only wanted to be with someone like you. Noah had the ark, Lucy had the dark, Jonah had his whale, the Tin Man his heart. I never wanted it, I never needed it. No, that's not true. I hadn't thought of it, I only wanted to be with someone. If I had needed it, if I had hated it, was that my clue? All I can think of is I only wanted to be with someone like you. Like you. Someone like you. So one of my bands is called Radiant Drive. We do kind of an instrumental jazz rock kind of thing, a little bit of a jam band kind of thing. And we spent that particular evening trying out a new bass player. This was a guy named PJ, and though he doesn't know it as of this recording, he's probably in the band. Cool.
Nice.
All right.
Sounded cool, man.
So the next night, I do that a lot. It's huge. So the next night, my buddy Landon and I went out on a photo expedition for a project we're working on that's going under the working title of Siren. So we're trying to pick up some money to do this big multimedia art project. So we went over to Denver's City Park and the zoo, which is right next to City Park, to scout out and get some photos of the location that we would be working on if we won the project. Thing is, there was some geese trying to move in on our turf. This is how an Alfred Hitchcock movie starts. Here's more. So my buddy Landon and I are here, right? And there's just hundreds of these geese migrating into this pond.
Hundreds, like thousands.
Thousands.
There's gotta be like 5,000 fucking geese out there.
It's insane how many geese are in this pond.
Look, here they come.
Here comes some more. They just keep coming.
This is insane. I cannot believe it. It's really noisy.
Jeez. And that leads us to today. So I broke the cold shoe mount on my microphone. These Techstar mics are really good for budget mics, I have to say. It's not quite the quality of the Rode's, although to be honest, though the Rode has a much better pickup pattern, much better throw distance. I think those are like a hypercardioid, and this is like a supercardioid. These are really good for kind of vlogging type things where you're close up. It's in fact, I think it's a more natural sound than the Rode. The Rode tends to be a little bass heavy and mid-rangey, whereas these, I think, accentuate natural human voice a little bit better at closer ranges. You might want to pick up the Rode if you're going to do stuff that's a little further away. Anyway, I got to pick up a replacement part for this, and I'm not sure where to find it, so I'm probably just going to get kind of a generic one and fit it on there, screw it in, and make it work. So forgive me if the audio quality is not quite as good. As you can see, the compost bucket is overflowing. Time to take it out. It's quite nice out here. A hair chilly. About 4 o'clock in the evening. As you can probably see, it's gone down quite a bit, even though it's winter. It's a little chillier outside. But because of all the organic action going on inside of it, you've got a lot of things chewing that stuff up and turning it back out into the kind of material we need it to be for the garden starting in the spring. Let's go back inside. Just a side note, this is kind of a winter experiment I was working on. This is all a bunch of alpine flower seeds. They are surprisingly resilient and starting to pop up in spite of the cold. Just goes to show you the variety of life that can crop up in all sorts of different circumstances. So we're getting into late January. I even pushed this down a bit. I could squish it down even further, obviously, but I think that's a fairly reasonable representation. And as you can see, we're getting into about 1 inch of junk mail. So in retrospect, I probably should be measuring this in poundage rather than the height. It's not a particularly accurate way of measuring it. So maybe I'll pick up a scale before February, and then we can see how much weight, poundage of mail we accumulate in the 28 days of February. So I did say I wanted to show off a few of the projects I was working on. I think I did that. Keep doing all those little things. Leave your comments below, and if you're digging, please subscribe. Peace.